In earthquake-prone regions, there is seismic load because there'll be tremors. Yeah, so there's seismic load. So you know that the life load situation for a church or a stadium will be different from the life load of this house.
Definitely.
You increase the reinforcement. You do that iteration until you get a safe and economic design.
I see.
So safety is one.
Yes.
Economy is two, because if I design a house, a beam that will cost an arm and a leg, it will be difficult to sell.
So speaking of technology, would you say that we embrace innovation and technology enough in building?
Innovation at first comes with high cost.
Yes.
Yeah. And we are susceptible to high cost. I mean, nobody wants to carry that extra. But one of the reasons why there's a huge housing deficit is because of the cost of construction. There is 3D printing in construction. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
3D printing, where you have a printer that can build a house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome to another insightful episode of the Real Deal Naija podcast. This particular episode is very special to me, and I have sentiments because I have lost somebody to what we're discussing. We're talking about building collapses, how to avoid it, and what are the best building practices to engage. And we're picking up the conversation from where we left off on one of our previous episodes. I still have with me the master builder, Valentine. All right, so in the last episode, we had already talked about what are the signs to look out for. If you haven't watched that already, make sure you pause right now, go back. The link is going to be somewhere on this video. So watch that episode so you can gain a full picture of this conversation right now. All right, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
You did justice on the previous episode.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go straight. So how do you account for different loading condition in structural calculations?
Okay. So I'll just quickly walk through that process. First of all, you classify the loads. Yeah?
Okay.
So you have dead loads. Dead load means the load of the weight of the building. Basically,
okay,
converted to turn to force. The weight of the beams, the concrete. So it's the dead load.
Okay.
You have life load. Life load means you and I, load that moves.
Okay.
Furniture. You can move this chair. That's life load.
Life load, okay.
In earthquake-prone regions, there is seismic load because there'll be tremors. Yeah. So there's seismic load. There's snow load or rain load in those climes. I said life, dead, seismic, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you classify the loads for your structure, for your building.
Okay.
So you know that the life load situation for a church or a stadium will be different from the life load of this house.
Definitely.
Because there'll be more vibration.
Yes.
So you have classified the loads. Then you do, it's called the load combination. And it's stipulated in the National Building Code. I told you, we spoke about. Yeah. So you do dead load plus life load.
Okay.
Combination one. Dead load plus seismic load. So it guides you, it tells you dead load plus life load plus. So you do that load combination. The building code stipulates how to go about it.
Okay.
So when you do that, like with the soil test, where you use the worst scenario, you choose the worst.
Okay.
Loading figure.
And
that's what you use for your design.
Okay.
So these days, back in the days, we used to do it manually. We used to design manually. But these days, there are softwares, so you build a 3D of the structure of the building and you apply those loads the way you want it.
Okay.
So you apply the load, your life load, dead load, you apply it. If it doesn't work, you increase the beam, you increase the reinforcement. You do that iteration until you get a safe and economic design.
I see.
So safety is one.
Yes.
Economy is two, because if I design a house, a beam that will cost an arm and a leg, it will be difficult to sell or to develop.
Absolutely.
Because development is actually a commercial venture. So it needs to make economic sense. It needs to be safe and it needs to make economic sense. So that's how you go about application of loads in design.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now you mentioned climate, right? Snow, rainfall, and all. So what materials would you say is best for building in our climate?
I would say reinforced concrete.
Okay.
Yeah, reinforced concrete means concrete, cement, sand, and gravel.
Gravels.
Yeah, and rebars, reinforcement bars.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have their pros and their cons. Concrete is good in compression.
Okay.
It's not so good in tension. Versus steel that is good. So using them together is like a hybrid. It gives you both tension and compression together. So I would say here, reinforced concrete is the safest and I would say economical. Yeah, I would say that.
So speaking of technology, would you say that we embrace innovation and technology enough in building?
I would say the awareness is increasing.
Okay.
But the adoption is still low. The adoption is still low.
Okay. Why would you say people prefer to stick to the traditional mode of building?
Various reasons. Innovation at first comes with high cost.
Yes.
Yeah. And we are susceptible to nobody wants to carry that extra burden. One of the reasons why there's a huge housing deficit is because of the cost of construction.
Mm-hmm.
So innovative products might tilt the scale higher than, So again, innovation is broad. In the design and building construction is broad. So there could be innovation in building materials.
Okay.
There could be innovation in the construction process. There could be innovation in the monitoring and management of an existing building. So the innovation could occur in pre-design, in design, in construction, and in post-construction.
Okay.
So if we want to talk, specifically, we need to just pick one. For
construction,
pre-design.
Okay.
I've seen some innovation during soil tests. They come with new equipment, more modern equipment that is paired with AI. It can scan and tell you, give you geoseismic information.
Okay.
Yeah, for pre-design. And that helps. It makes your soil test more accurate. In design, clearly, like I said, back in the days, we used to design manually with pen and paper. But these days, the information is quantum information. So you have softwares that can build the structure 3D. And, you load it. So that's innovation on one part. In construction, there are robots now that plaster. Yeah. There are robots that tile.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I see.
There are robots that plaster, robots that paint, robots that tile. But again, if you look at the socioeconomy of our climb, compared to other climes, labor is cheap here. So that cost cannot compete with the manual cost.
Yes.
So that's one of the issues against it. And there's BIM, there's building information modeling. It's a tool that helps project management.
Okay.
So it helps you keep track of your project. So it saves you time and you are more effective. So there's innovation, but it depends on which segment of the life cycle you're talking about. But it's still, like I said, I don't think we've scratched it. Okay. I think we could still do better in terms of innovation.
All right. So speaking of doing better, right, what alternative materials and innovative techniques do you think are usually overlooked in construction in Nigeria?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot. There's bamboo reinforcement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in the Southeast Asia, they use bamboo. Bamboo is one of the strongest materials around. They use it as a substitute for rebars, reinforcement.
Okay.
Bars, yeah. Sometime back, there were videos going around with people building with it. So, but the caveat there is that there needs to be a structural design. So it's not enough to just cut bamboo sticks and put in your concrete and you think you are good. You need to get the average tensile strength of the bamboo and use it in your calculations. So bamboo, it hasn't been adopted much, again, because of that bit of resistance to change.
Okay.
There are solar roofing tiles. Yeah, roofing sheets, but they are solar panels.
Okay.
So it takes away the need to have solar panels.
Yes.
That exists. It hasn't caught up much. I think I've seen it in 1 or 2 places here.
Okay.
There is 3D printing in construction. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
3D printing, where you have a printer that can build a house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that hasn't caught up here too.
Not at all.
So there's so much. I mean, but at the basic level, so other processes and materials. There's compressed earth bricks.
Compressed?
Earth bricks.
Okay.
So rather than your regular blocks, you use laterite with just a bit of cement and form bricks. Yes, it helps. It's good with insulation.
Okay.
So when it's hot, it keeps the inside cool, and when it's, it does the opposite.
Nice.
Yeah. In the northern part of the country, people use it a lot. Bricks.
Okay.
Red earth bricks.
Yes. True.
Yeah. Biodigester.
Okay.
Yeah. It's catching up here. So rather than having your regular septic tank, you have a biodigester. What it does, it treats the waste. Yes. And some people have progressed to use the output to generate electricity.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
nice.
There's a bit happening, but still the adoption is still...
We're yet to catch up.
Yeah, it's still improving.
Oh, I love the fact that there is a lot of innovation happening in the building. Building is not just something you wake up and do, just like most of us think you just wake up and calculate, right? So what about the quality of artisanship in Nigeria? How does this affect construction? Oh,
it does. It's a huge aspect. It's the labor, the human resource part. You remember we spoke about the technical, the regulatory, and the human.
Yes.
It's a huge part because the cost of labor forms a significant portion of a construction, of a building construction. So artisans are key. Artisans are craftsmen.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have a socio-economic, cultural issue where I would say the apprenticeship scheme. There's a dearth of artisans because the youths don't want to be trained, and follow that trend. So over the years now, we've been getting artisans from across neighboring African countries because it seems like their artisanship, they have a framework that refills it. So when the generation gets old, they have trained their successors. We don't seem to have that here. And I think it has to do with our socio-economic culture.
Yes.
So it plays a big part. It would define the quality of your building. It would define the quality of your finishing as well. So it's huge. So I know the Nigerian Institute of Building has a scheme where they are training artisans. They are giving them certifications. They are recognizing them. But again, probably a drop in the ocean. There has to be a real national rethink around artisanship in construction. There has to. It's a big challenge. Sometimes it holds up work because you're waiting for one particular guy because of his skill set. So it's key. With regards to building collapse, it's their output, what they do, that determines how robust the construction is, how strong the construction is. So if you have poor artisans, unskilled artisans, and poor oversight meaning supervision, is a recipe for disaster. Some artisans have migrated themselves from being artisans to becoming supervisors. And it's very easy if they have the right skill set. They already have craftsmanship.
Okay.
They just need to have project management skills. So they can jump and run, So we have a debt of artisans, really. So it means that the oversight, the project management oversight has to be stricter.
Okay.
Clearly, that's the relationship.
So is there a way to verify these builders since they're registered?
There's just like you have it's a profession.
Okay.
The building is a profession. So just the same way you have the pharmaceutical council, the medical association, there's Nigerian Institute of Building, there's COBON, there's Council for Registration of Builders in Nigeria. So you need to be certified and you have a seal. So when we spoke about oversight, regulatory oversight, when those drawings are done and submitted,
yes,
all drawings, all reports that you send to government, to the planning agencies for approval, has to be sealed by a professional.
Okay.
Yeah. So the builder has a stamp and a seal. The structural engineer has a stamp and a seal. The architect has a stamp and a seal. The soil test, the geotechnical guy has a stamp and a seal. So it just shows that this person has met the minimum conditions to practice in this field.
Oh, so many checks and balances, but unfortunately, people are not going through all of the process. I really want to use this opportunity to appeal to you. If you're a developer or a builder, whoever it is you are, remember that if the building that you're developing has certain integrity issues, it is not just you losing capital. There are a lot of innocent lives at stake. So you must make sure that you go through all of these processes, right? These are meant to save both you the cost and also save the lives of people who will be living and people who are around the environment. So please let us do better. Personally, again, I have learned so much, so much from this. And thank you very much, Mr. Val, for doing this. And if you want to learn more about it, please, you can follow. Where can they follow you?
Twitter.
On Twitter.
X, they call it now.
Oh, yeah, Twitter, that is now X. What's your handle?
Adoy Valentine, at Adoy Valentine.
All right. You can pick up the conversation from there. And of course, if you have questions and you would love to gain more insights on this, you can send us a DM. Our DMs are always open. You can also engage us in the comment section. We are looking forward to reading from you. I still have this beautiful mug. Some of our winners have been selected and they will be getting this. You still stand a chance to win this mug by simply liking, subscribing, sharing, and then comment the word coffee mug and this beautiful cup filled with love from us at the Real Deal Naija podcast will get straight to your doorstep. It is a wrap on today's episode of the Real Deal Naija podcast. Remember, on this podcast, we discuss real talk about real estate. We're keeping it real. And of course, this is your ultimate go-to resource and platform for anything real estate investments, developments, construction. Just think about it. You have all of it here. We'll see you on another insightful episode of the Real Deal Naija podcasts.